Good morning, y'all, and happy Thursday. I am Tara Hewlett here to make or show you guys and share with y'all Greek salad. So this is one of my favorite salads personally. And I am with the founder, along with my husband of Back Pain and Joint Center of Texas here in Conroe. So I am so glad to get started. So let me share with you guys. About a year ago, hello, Mr. Lee, how are you? Good morning. About a year ago, we started on this journey of a low inflammation diet. I gotta say that slow. And it's a great way to eat because it helps your body to heal, recover, and just to be healthy all along overall. So today we're, like I said, gonna have a Greek salad. This is actually what we'll be having for dinner. So it's great. So we're gonna start with lettuce. I prefer to use 3 different kinds of lettuce. And I'm doing the twisties. So we have our red leaf lettuce, just your regular leaf lettuce, and then romaine. So I'm gonna give them a quick rinse. You're gonna wanna do that when you get your salad, as well as take off the first few leaves. They're sad and gross. Oh, I'm so glad you're good, Lee. It's good to be back. We missed last week because we were out of town for spring break, but it's great to be here and back with y'all. All right, let me give this is the red leaf lettuce. I'm gonna give it a quick little rinse. And I have here, we use a salad spinner. Usually my daughter Gigi helps me. This is her favorite part, is to spin the lettuce. This is a huge help, so you're not having wet lettuce in your salad. That's not good. All right, so this is our red leaf. These things are so nice. So if you don't have one, go get one. Just a little salad spinner. You just pump it and it spins and all the water comes out. It's got a little button that stops the spinning from happening. And then look, all your water, you just pour it right out. All right, so we have our red leaf, all clean. Now let's do our romaine. Just cut off those end pieces because nobody loves the very ends. And same thing, take those first few leaves because they're usually kind of wilted and gross. You don't want those. Put that back in there. That water out. Now I'm gonna have to get a big bowl to get started. I should have got a bowl down earlier. We will use this one. This is what I can reach. Okay, so we'll go ahead and cut this up and then I'll rinse my other one because I'm running out of room here. All right, so for our red leaf, I just do long slices. Let me turn my board so y'all can see. Slice up your lettuce real quick. So it's just in pieces like this, so it's easy to bite. Put on your fork. All right, now we'll get our romaine out. These are my favorite lettuces to use for a salad. I will use spinach and kale. We do those a lot, but these ones are my favorite. The romaine and the red leaf. Oh, I love red leaf. Some of these tips I'm going to throw away on the romaine. They're kind of dry looking. All right, we'll add that to our bowl. I'm going to need a bigger bowl. All right, now we have our last one. Let's do the same thing. Take the first few layers off, because they're always bad. We'll cut the end. These are our good lettuce. All right, give it a rinse now. Get it all clean. There we go. Hands are getting wet. It's dry. Do you enjoy salad, Lee? Some of my kids enjoy it, some of them don't, which is okay. They still have to eat it in the house. All right, same thing. Give it a long slice like this. I don't like those all white pieces, so I'm gonna throw that out. Okay. There we go. We'll set our spinner aside. And I need to find, give me 1 second. Let me get a bigger bowl. Sorry about that, I was not prepared. Okay, now I have a bigger bowl. So we can throw our leaf lettuce and our romaine and our red leaf. Throw it in there so now we can have more room to toss it all around. Oh, look, it's perfect for spring and summertime that's here and coming. So, there we go. All right, so now we're gonna put in there bell pepper is what we use. Hello, Lillian, how are you? Today we are making Greek salad. It's one of my favorite salads. So there's several ways to cut your bell pepper. Let me switch over. I didn't show you guys that. I was out of view. So I cut mine in half, then I cut the lid off, and then I can just pull out that middle part. And then I slice mine this way. So just like this is how I slice mine. We don't want to get them too thick because you don't want a huge, that'll be easier. Flip it upside down. Same thing. Missed that. There we go. Okay. So we have our bell pepper. That's just one bell pepper. We'll sprinkle that on. Some of them, if they get long, I kind of break them. So it's kind of awkward sometimes when you have like a huge, long piece and it won't fit on your fork or in your mouth. Hello, Miss Laura. How are you? Okay, so for our cucumber now, I don't love cucumber skin, so I kind of peel it lightly. I don't know why. So I'm just going to peel that lightly off. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I just get most of it off. Okay. And then just cut your ends of your cucumber where there's hardly any like seeds. That one still needs a little bit more. All right. And then we're gonna slice these like pretty thin, like this. Pretty, let's see, we can get closer. Pretty thin. And then I also cut mine, I'll stack them on top of each other and then cut them in half just because, yet again, you kind of want them more bite-sized instead of something so big. It's so awkward like when you're trying to eat something with your salad and it's like all these things can't fit in your mouth. So I like it to kind of fit a little bit better. hardly any seeds. All right, so now we'll stack them all up and cut them in half. Sprinkle it all on top of our salad. Can you see the salad there? Same thing with the rest that are left. Just stack and cut. All right. What I love about this is it's salads you can't go wrong. They're so quick and easy. Yes, good morning to you too. Oh, it's lovely out right now. Looks like there's some sunshine. All right, so now we have a purple red onion, whatever you want to call it. So I just cut the ends off. And I kind of just want to peel that first layer. So I just did a little slice so I can pull that first little bit of a layer where it's still dry. And then let's go ahead and very thinly slice these yet again so you don't get a big chunk in your mouth. That's not the yummiest. And you probably you don't need to use that whole, like the bell pepper use the whole one, the cucumber use the whole one, but for the purple onion, you don't need that much onion. So that's only like 5 slices. That wasn't even a fourth of it. Sprinkle it all on. We'll use a little bit more. And I just kind of look at it based on the color. So maybe, yeah, we'll use about half of it. That was a small purple onion too. Or red onion, whatever. I think they're really called red onions, right? I call them purple because they look more purple in color. All right. Oh, look, that's already looking so good. But we're not done yet. Okay, so now a tomato. We will, got onion on my hand. Let me wipe that down real quick. Okay. Can y'all see the cutting board? I feel like it's hiding behind the salad. Okay. Cut our tomato. And I just do mine in little slivers like this. So it's kind of like a little a moon shape. My house is super quiet. All the kids went outside to do school. Super quiet right now. All right, so now we'll just toss our tomatoes in our salad, and you'll use your whole tomato. If you want more tomato, you can do 2 tomatoes. It's a big salad, so you could probably do definitely more. We'll put 1 more tomato in there. So that'll be 2 tomatoes for this, since we have 3 heads of lettuce in here. And we always try your best to stick with organic with tomatoes because they're sprayed so heavily. So there's some things you don't need to do, like that have the peels. Like I don't do my onions organic or anything that has a peel like that. You don't have to do. But it's one of those things you're going to progress and get better at and slowly implement more. Okay. Oh my goodness, look. We're getting so beautiful and colorful now. So good. All right, so we have, now we're gonna go back to our salad spinner here. Let me get the extra little pieces of lettuce out. So I prefer, depending on your preference, and then you'll put olives in. I prefer these olives. Of course, you want to get them that have already been pitted. Now you can get just plain black olives if you don't like the flavor. We and my children have gotten accustomed to them since I like them. They like them now too. So we're just going to go ahead and drain some of that juice. That's why we're going to do it in here for our olives. Give it a little shake so it doesn't make our lettuce all wet. So you want to keep your lettuce so it has some crunch to it, right? Okay, now we'll just sprinkle these on top. Oh my goodness, it's looking so good. Evenly distribute them out. Okay, so for our salad part, we are done. So I do not put feta cheese because we don't do cheese. In a low inflammation diet, we typically stay away from glutens and sugar and dairy. So I do not put cheese in it. Now, if you are eating dairy, you can go ahead and do that. Now to make the dressing, the actual part that makes it more of a Greek salad. Okay, so years ago, I love Greek salad. Like I said, it's one of my favorites. So I was trying to find a recipe, and oh my goodness, I found this recipe like, I don't know, it's been a good while, many years. And I found it, let me see, I wrote down the website. It's called Simply Scratch, and it's called My Mother's Greek Dressing. So you could just Google that. But we'll type it up and post it. But to give the lady credit who came up with it. We're gonna need some olive oil. And like I said before, I prefer, you wanna stick with an unfiltered one. And I like this brand because it keeps the pulp in the bottom. I like that personally. And then you're gonna need some cracked pepper, and then some kosher salt, and oregano, lemon, and garlic. Okay, so we're gonna need our measuring cups and some measuring spoons. So I need a half a cup of olive oil. So I start off by mixing mine in a bowl first. Now let me scoop out so you guys can see. So I just mix mine in just this glass bowl to start with. All right, and then this is, now I've told y'all before, I typically don't like a mincer. But for the salad, you do want them. You don't want big chunks in your salads, you know, in your dressing. So you're gonna want a good sized garlic. It calls for 1 garlic clove. If it's a teeny tiny one, use 2. This is a good size, so I'm just gonna use 1. So let's go ahead and peel it, which is like the worst part of the garlic, is having to peel it all. Because then after you do it for a minute, your hands start to get sticky, right? Okay. So we're just gonna squeeze it, and it just pushes right through on a mincer. And then the part that's there, I just push it against the bowl to help it pop out. All right, and then cut up our lemon now. Sorry, I'm kind of everywhere, aren't I? Can you see? All right, let's see. How do I want to? Gotta fit it in my, that was a big lemon, and I gotta make sure it fits in my lemon press here. For this, I just need, what is it? I think it's a 1/4. Yep, a 1/4 of a cup, right here. Which is probably the whole, yeah. So you'll need like 1 lemon if it's a big one. This is a really big lemon, so do 1, and you'll be good. I gotta cut the bottom of it. If you have a big lemon, you're gonna have to cut it to fit into your juicer, your hand press here. All right, and I kind of got a little seed in there. All right, so let's pour our lemon juice into our bowl. And then sometimes there's a little bit left, so I try to squeeze a little bit more out. Same thing with those ends, they have a little bit in there. I love lemon, oh my goodness, and it smells so good. So clean, right? Okay, so now we're gonna do a teaspoon of oregano. Oh goodness, this is a brand new one. And that still is on there. Okay, so 1 teaspoon. This is a 1/2 of the teaspoon, so that's why I'm using it twice. So a teaspoon of oregano, a 1/2 of a teaspoon of the kosher salt. And then we need some cracked pepper, and about 1/4 of a teaspoon, so do a handful of cracks. A few cracks so you can start to see it, but not too much. And then I just use the same teaspoon I was using to measure to mix with. Saves on dishes. Oh, look at that. Do you see that? Oh my gosh, look at that dressing. So good. Look. Amazing. Maybe if I drip it this way, you guys can see better. And it smells so good. Okay, so that is how you make the Greek dressing. And you will just drizzle it all on top of our salad. And you're done. Super easy and super yummy. Hopefully you guys have stopped by. Have you guys stopped by the new office and checked it out? Oh my goodness, we're so excited and excited for you guys to see it and come visit us. Now I will see you guys next week on Thursdays, usually around 9 a.m. I pop on and we'll share another recipe that our family enjoys eating and cooking. And you guys have a great day. Thanks.